What's up, guys? Illogical right here. If you're looking at me, stop. Look at the new artwork. It should be this way for me. This way. I don't know. I'm probably gonna look dumb when I look at this, but anyway, I'm bringing you my week one replay from the PCL. Usually these are going to be live commentaries. This one just happens to be not live because I was having PC problems, computer problems with my laptop. It just was eating up disk space and it just wouldn't record anything and it wouldn't upload. So I might have to do a post commentary this time, but it's all right. I have the replay saved and I'm just going to talk to you about what I have thought of. He has a Mega Altaria on his team, and my team is really weak to Fairy, especially Mega Altaria because it gets access to Fire type moves, and my only Steel type is Feral Seed. So yeah, I was really worried about going into it, but I do have a Mamoswine which can one shot it, which was what I was thinking the whole match. Was like, it's all right, Mamoswine can beat Altaria, Mamoswine can beat Altaria, and you'll see I'm really good at planning things, but when it comes to actually doing the actions, I kind of choked this week. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and play the video. Alright, so I leave with Ignition, the Jolteon, and he brings out the Block Island Infernape, and he outspeeds me, so right off the bat I know he's Scarfed. It really sucks that I have to lose him on so quickly, but it's alright. I go into Pikachu because I know he's launching an Earthquake, and I can eat that up for days. Set out a Thunder Wave because I was worried about he was going into this, so I didn't want to Leech Seed because I figured he has Liquid Ooze. Go into Charizard because I feel like I can just set up on this thing. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I'm guessing Hidden Power Fire. So I Dragon Dance up on it because I don't think he can do much to me. He scalds me and I take about 30%. And I have Roost on this thing, so I'm fine. And then he goes into Puff Puff, who does not appreciate this hit. I'm guessing he was specially defensive because I know Weezing is a monster from the physical side, so he's probably trying to go mixed defenses. But it just doesn't work. I destroy that. And then it comes into this, and I know it's Scarf, and I'm pretty sure it outspeeds me, so I switch out into Pin Cushion. Um, and then I know he has to switch here, so I'm thinking about Thunder Waving. And I believe I do that. Yeah, I do Thunder Wave him right away. And that's really nice. It kind of actually hurts me because then I Gyro Ball him here. He gets Paralyzed Hack. Gyro Ball would have probably done a little bit more, and it would have really helped me in the future. But paralyzing it was probably the best play in that situation. Protect just to see if he has it. He gets paralyzed, so it doesn't really get much use out of it. I know I can live one because of max special defense. As long as he's not max special attack, I live it. And it turns out he was a really defensive set to try to counter my threats of Mamoswine and Charizard X. So I go for the protect here, just lock him into a move. And then I believe I go out into Mandibuzz here. Yeah, squash! Shout out to the homie with one eye. Lowers his defense. I actually have Brave Bird on this. A lot of Manabuzzes don't run Brave Bird, but I guess he switches out just to be safe. Brave Bird this thing here. Oh no, I roost up. I was gonna let him lower his defenses one more time, just to make sure I got the kill. This thing is rocking U-turn today. I didn't use it at all this match. I don't think. I think I just hard switched. U-turn probably would have been better move. Switch this thing in on a roost, and I just know he's not staying in. I just knew he wasn't staying in, but I had to icicle crash it just to make sure because I really wanted that thing dead. Here is where my first misplay happens. I should have gone directly into Pharaoh Seed, but I go into Keldeo instead. Why? I don't know. I really don't know why. I came in here and I just start spamming Scald, which is really bad because, I mean, this thing eats it up. It's especially defensive out the ass. And then I get paralyzed. I knew he was a Thunder Wave, too. I knew he had Thunder Wave, which is why I feel so dumb. And he actually has Thunderbolt for Keldeo. So he was ready for Keldeo. I actually had Hydro Pump on this to begin with, but I switched it out last minute. Roman actually gave me that advice for Icy Wind. I'm not saying it was a bad play, but it would Hydro Pump definitely would have helped here. It probably would have turned this to like a 3-hit KO instead of like a 5-hit KO. I don't quote me on that. I haven't gone through the counts. So I get taken out with Thunderbolt by a Registeel. That should not have happened. I have a specially defensive Pharaoh Seed who was just sitting there waiting. And then I go into this thing instead of Pharaoh Seed again. This is my second misplay. I mean, yeah, he's out there and he does get the kill, but he's forced switch out again. He's going to take rocks damage. And I go back into Squaw. Squaw! Eats up that close combat like it's nothing. I'll be able to take another one, I believe, because, yeah, that only did 32%. I roost up. I should have Brave Birded that turn, taken out that Infernape, because that Infernape kind of forced my hand with Charizard later on just because I know it's Scarfed. But he switches out here. I don't really predict that at all. And I can't say, because I know this thing's especially offensive now. And even though I'm especially defensive, I don't want to take a Hyper Voice. I do not want to take a Hyper Voice. Then he sets up the Cotton Guard, which really scares me, because now that I know he has that, I basically cannot kill him. He can just stay in on everything else that I have. And at this point, it's basically GG. It's basically GG. Pharaoh Seed is my last chance. Hopefully I can get a crit with Gyro Ball or something. But he actually switches out. Into it. And I knew this was offensive from the get-go. For some reason, I just had it in my brain that this was going to be an offensive Mew. I don't know why, but then he sets an Nasty Plot up and Synchronize goes off. And he hits the Aura Sphere. Now, at this point is where I got lazy. I didn't run the calcs. I just assumed that a knockoff would kill him. And it does exactly what it's supposed to do, about 95%. And other than that, I'm not sure what else I could do for the rest of the match. Pardon me, I had to go answer the phone real quick, so we didn't miss too much of the action. But anyway, like I said, I messed up, and he didn't get paralyzed, and he kills my Mamoswine, which was my last chance. Mamoswine did take care of the rest of his team, though. Well, others outside of the Infernape, which I had Squaw for. So Brimstone's going to sit in here, and he's going to predict the Dragon Claw. I roost up. Hopefully he gets paralyzed, and he does. And at this point, I know I need to get 2 Dragon Dances up to outspeed the Infernape. Otherwise, the Infernape Earthquakes and kills me. So I get them both up, and I think I was hoping I could eat a Hyper Voice decently well, being that it's neutral. So I go ahead and roost up, and he gets 2 Cotton Guards up. And at this point, I'm like, I need a crit now, and then I need another crit after that. So Hyper Voice does mad damage. I didn't even calculate. I did not think it was going to do that much, especially from something that's uninvested. Well, it's not uninvested, but it wasn't heavily invested in special attack. So I Flare Blitz hoping for the para hacks, and it doesn't happen. And at this point, I'm just done. So income Squaw to die. And that's the end of week 1. I mean, we went out there, we tried our best. I think I did a really good job preparing for his team. I just did not make the plays. Looking forward to next week. Going to do a little bit better. Congratulations to my opponent, Josh. He did a really great job. He built pretty well. The Choice Scarf Infernape really caught me off guard. The Mew was definitely nice. I don't know why I knew it was special, but I mean, most people would not have expected a special Mew. Everybody was expecting it to be like a support, Will-O-Wisp, Roost, knockoff type of thing. But it was an offensive Mew, and that was really scary. And I think the Mew won him the match almost as much as the Cotton Candy did, just because it took out the Mamoswine, which was my answer. And I probably should have prepared better. It's just the team that I drafted is really weak to Fairy. You'll see next week I actually have a new pickup. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys right now, but I did drop a very important member of my team for something that's a little bit more helpful in my team. I wouldn't say it's a better Mon, but it's definitely a little bit scary, and it's got a little bit more bulk, and it does sort of the same type coverage, except it doesn't stack my weaknesses. So anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for joining us. That's Illogical Luxray signing out. See you later.